expert spokes. Harry and Meghan less bonded together, Sussexes' marriage will end soon. Meghan didn't return gesture to Harry during NY outing, less bonded together. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were seen together in New York a few days ago, but Meghan's body language has been described as a solo power. Meghan Markle, 40, and Prince Harry, 37, were seen together in New York attending the Global Citizen live concert in Central Park and later visiting a school in Harlem. Body language expert Judy James exclusively told Express.co.uk how Harry's nice gestures towards his wife weren't returned. Body language expert Judy James explained, there was a new air of solo power and influence about Meghan's body language during her adventure in New York. The shy-looking young bride clinging to her husband's arm in the UK had gone, and in her place were signals of resilience, determination and confidence. Her red outfit echoed the more corporate look we saw in her poses for Time magazine. Walking ahead of Harry here, she looks fully in CEO mode, and she even carried a file in her arm closest to Harry to set a more business-like tone, Judy explained. Her walk was brisk and she looked like a woman on a mission. She continued, as they posed for the press, Harry performed his signature back rubs and eye gaze, but the gesture wasn't returned as Meghan held her eyes to the cameras with a more serious expression. Even when Harry offers a hand as she navigates the stair in heels, she looks determined to make the descent free from any help. The couple's PDAs were still a feature of this adventure, but they were less constant than when they were doing royal tours. Judy explained, here they looked less vigorously bonded together. Even when Meghan took to the stage in a white shift dress that could have signaled a return to the romantic double act, she stood on stage with her mic clutched in her right hand, looking passionate about her cause as she performed her solo words. She continued, the Crown screamed approval when Harry referred to my wife. This prompted a PDA where Meghan placed her head on his shoulder as they clasped hands. These rituals showed the love, and the intimacy is still very much alive in the marriage. But Meghan has earned her most influential tag, and her body language suggests she is taking it very seriously. The couple's previous outing in New York, visiting One World Observatory, was described as awkward. The body language suggested Meghan ignored Harry's need for reassurance. Judy explained, Harry, in particular, performed some jacket-touching rituals and barrier gestures to suggest he was slightly ill at ease in front of the press cameras, and some of his small touches, like the steering gesture on Meghan's back and the back touches inside the venue, as well as a couple of glances and words to her as they posed, suggested either a need for or a need to offer reassurance. Meghan's lack of response on one occasion suggested that first outing nerves might have been affecting her too, she continued. Apart from some small smiles and low waves to the fans, though the couple looked unusually awkward for most of the poses, Judy added. Since moving to the US last year, the Sussexes have embraced their celebrity status, by taking part in regular interviews on American television and penning deals with Netflix and Spotify. But they have also been criticized for regular attacks on the royal family, and from some quarters for preaching to people on subjects like equality from their position of privilege. In their latest charitable cause, they attended the COVID concert with Harry putting his hand on Meghan's shoulder and saying, "My wife and I believe that where you're born should not dictate your ability to survive. You're born